Let me just do a few opening remarks very quickly. We are very proud of what the committees in the House and Senate did in the last 2 years. The Mission Act, accessibility for veterans, unlike any unparalleled in terms of veterans' appeals, improving, accountability in terms of people being let go and not being hired back at some other position, but in fact being gone if they're not worthy of serving in the VA and serving our veterans. We did a lot of tough bills, but it's just the beginning. I will tell you now, every one of you, that our challenge the next 2 years is to see to it what we passed the last 2 years works. We have nothing to bask in yet. We have all the framework, all the authorizations, all the money we could possibly need to do everything we need to do and pass these laws to. But if we start looking for something else to do before we get them taken care of, then we're going to make a big mistake. And John Tester and I and Chairman Rowe and Tank Rowe and the others have pledged ourselves to see to it we make the VA work for the veterans. That is what we're going to do. And Republican veterans, Democratic veterans, independent veterans, all veterans. But make sure the changes we have made work. And make sure if you are having problems, you call us, that you get an answer and we respond to it. Make sure that you respond to us when we call and ask you to get the word out. I will tell you one thing about the VSOs. You underrate your effectiveness in getting the word out to veterans. You have great effectiveness. And so sometimes Chairman Tester and I, or Vice Chairman Tester and I will call on you to help us get the word out as well, because there are a lot of things we're going to have to do to bring them over the top. We got some tough challenges ahead of us. I'm going to talk about 2 or 3 of them real quick to kind of save a lot of debate later on. As all of you know, the House passed, almost unanimously, the Blue Water Navy benefit. The Senate almost passed it with one dissenting vote that kept us from going to the floor. 2 weeks after the final gavel rung on that, the circuit courts threw out the previous order by the VA and established, for all purposes, the Blue Water Navy. We've got 30 days to go before that is a final decision. If it's a final decision, then Blue Water Navy will have been done. The surface water Vietnam veterans will have the benefit everybody else had, and all of us will be very happy. We'll have a big job to do. That's finding all the money to pay for the benefits. But you're going to have what you're supposed to have, and if by chance it doesn't have to pass, if by chance the VA does appeal, then we will go right back, and we've already talked about this, both chairman and ranking members, we'll go right back, introduce the legislation, and fight just as hard the next 2 years as we did the last 2 years to get it done. We ain't no quitters, and we're going to see to it we get it done. So the point, and I want you to take that one back to all your membership back in your various states and tell them that. Secondly, we're working very hard to make the VA a very customer-friendly organization, appointments to be timely as they can be, results to be good as they can be. We want a results-oriented VA. We want to measure accountability and accomplishment on the part of our VA services and see to it every service they get to our veterans is the best it can possibly be. And where choice is an opportunity that allows us to do that, we're going to make choice work, but we're not, under any circumstances, going to privatize the VA. You need to know that. That's one bug I'm going to squash early. I didn't do it last year, and I should have, so I'm telling you, that's it. As long as I'm up here. Now, after that, you can hold whoever it is to the wall, but that discussion's over. We're going to make the VA the only VA, and we're going to make it work, and we're going to empower the VA with private sector doctors who come in to serve you because you want them to, not because we make you. And if we do that, we'll have a great system that works. You'll have appointments on a timely basis. We'll get you to the care you need and the innovation you need, and life will be wonderful. We're always going to have problems. We're always going to make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake as long as you're willing to correct it. There's nothing wrong with having a problem as long as you're willing to address it. And John and I and the members on both sides are willing to do exactly that. So if you came to do business and not complain, we'll welcome you here. If you want to complain, we'll show you a place to go later on, and we'll worry about that then. I got to do one selfish thing. Will the veterans from Georgia please stand? God bless you. Tansy from the VA is here. Tansy's a Georgia girl, and I appreciate you being here, Tansy. You take the message back to the hospital, what I said, okay? And make sure all of them know that. I want to welcome you all here today. Thank you for your testimony. Commander Nixon, the floor is yours for 10 minutes. If you take more, I'm not about to wrap a gavel on you, but don't talk all day long.